Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course in the series, well, I just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering the upcoming collaboration between Jun Takahashi's Undercover and Tetsu Nishiyama's WTAPS, as they are collaborating for a second one-on-one capsule. Okay, well, before I can get into this, guys, I've actually got to do something else. So, over the past couple uploads, I asked if you guys could help the channel reach the next subscriber milestone of 3,435 subscribers before the end of the month. And you guys came in and blessed me with a nice little Friday surprise and helped the channel reach that subscriber milestone. So I had to take a moment out of this video, 1 or 2 minutes, just to thank you guys for the continuous support. It's awesome to see more of you guys join the channel and subscribe. It's fantastic. So yeah, we've hit 3,435. Thank you to the public and private subscribers out there for supporting the channel. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Literally, I can't subscribe to myself, so thank you guys so much. We're getting closer and closer, aren't we? 3,500 before the end of 2022. Hey, look, it's all in your hands, guys. It's all in your court. I can't do anything, but yeah, thank you for 3,435. I'm going to set the next subscriber milestone for this month as just 5 more. Let's see if we can reach 3,440 before the end of the month. Okay, now we can actually get into the meat of this video and discuss what we're going to be covering today, which is the collaboration between Jun Takahashi's Undercover and Tetsu Nishiyama's WTAPS, as their ongoing partnership has given us a second capsule of clothing that we are getting released today. We covered the first part. There are a lot of fun, simple, co-branded pieces with some fun little details that weren't completely obvious until you really studied the piece and really looked at it. Like some panels were inversed with the hoodies. There are little graphic details here and there. It's fun. It's basically if WTAPS and Undercover came together to do an essentials line or a uniform or basics line, and they're coming out with some really fun stuff. The first capsule was good. The second capsule that we're going to be covering today should be probably following the same direction and focus that the first capsule covered, and it kind of looks like there might be a third or maybe even a fourth capsule as well. I'll get into that when we get into that. But yeah, we'll be covering the release details for this collaborative capsule. We'll be covering all the pieces that are releasing in this second batch. And we'll be covering my thoughts and opinions on the second batch, the pieces in it, and just the partnership in general. We'll be using a HYPEBEAST article to cover all those details today. Let's head on over to that article now, and we'll start covering the release details for this capsule. So here we are, guys, at the HYPEBEAST article. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you want to check it out for yourselves. But yeah, as the title puts, Undercover rejoins WTAPS for part 2 of the one-on-one capsule. That is probably the worst name to name it, because I always think it's one of one, you know, just because of, like, there's heaps of places that refer to that. You know, this is a one-of-one piece. One-on-one. It doesn't make it easy to remember. So if I accidentally switch them around, I'm sorry. I am referring to one-on-one. Yeah. From memory, the first capsule and the whole idea of this collaboration is for Undercover to do pieces through... Well, sorry, I should more specifically say Jun Takahashi to do pieces in Tetsu Nishiyama's eyes and vice versa, and come at it from a basics essentials approach from memory, if I'm remembering the first capsule, which came out way back at the start of this year. And I think that, yeah, look, they even highlight that at the beginning of this year, yada yada yada. There you go. So we'll cover the release details. So The release for the second drop of Undercover X Double Taps 1-on-1 capsule takes place on September 17th via Undercover's shops and the official online store. Prices range between 1,100 Japanese yen, which is around 76 USD, 26,600 Japanese yen, which is around 200 USD, 198 USD. Check the full range above and take an early look at the upcoming Double Taps, Undercover Double Taps Converse Chuck Taylor Z High shoe below. Look below for more images of the sneaker to surface in the coming weeks as its release date of October 1 approaches. See what I mean? It sounds like they're doing a third capsule. It sounds like it's just going to keep on being an ongoing partnership, but we'll quickly look at that as well. As we can see here, we have a pair of Converse releasing, zip down the side, Double Taps Undercover 2022, so it's got a release in this year. I don't know if this capsule is going to be ongoing past 2022, but I suppose they could just change it to 2023 collection. Like, you know, it's not a big deal to do that if they want to release further capsules outside of 2022. But yeah, see? Okay, three-way collaboration for the Converse releases. Chuck Taylor Z High shoe on Saturday, October 1st. So it definitely feels like there's going to be a third capsule coming. The third capsule might just be the Converse, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. You know, we're only talking about capsule 2 today, so I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But there we go. So let's get into it, guys. We've covered the release details. It's going to be an average of around 76 USD to 200 USD for the pieces individually. They're going to release on Undercover's online store, which they're probably already available, probably already sold out, to be honest, because the first collaboration sold out. I still want that blazer. I still want the blazer that they did in the first season. It'd be a really nice blazer to rock to work. But yeah, well, there we go. That's all the release details. Let's dive into what pieces we're getting. Let's check out these 4 images and see what we're getting. Started off with, we've got this very simple button-up shirt, which is going to fit very differently to traditional Undercover, because if it's like the past collaboration, the sizing is going to be more, I guess, double tap sizing, and it's a lot larger. Looking at the sizing on the previous capsule, I'm going off of that because yeah, it's going to be quite big, which is awesome for me and probably the same for a lot of you guys out there, because Japanese sizing is generally quite small, so having it a little bit bigger is awesome. I think I would honestly wear this as an overshirt instead of a proper button-up, even though the silhouette more indicates that it should be something that worn as a button-up. But yeah, simple one-on-one strip over here. I'm kind of hoping that with this shirt, the buttons go underneath the one-on-one thing there. Like if I pull open the one, like if I flip up the one-on-one, what I assume is a flap, there'll be a button underneath there, because it would be kind of weird having button up the top, a strip, and then buttons down below, because then it doesn't button up at slightly above the chest area. It would feel a bit off. So I do think it's that, although I have no way of confirming, because I think this is the only, it's the only photo that we've got. So I hope that's the case. That would be a cool little detail to have, and it's a smart way of utilizing what is usually an untouched area of button-up shirts. But yeah, it comes in 2 clean, easy colors, white or a light brown. I'm a fan, either way. Moving on, we have a long sleeve, not a crew neck, as we can tell, because the bottom of it doesn't have like 2 times or really thick ribbing. It just has the bottom finish like a shirt does. Yeah, it's nice. It's got no branding on the front, simple black, but on the back left-hand side, it's got one-on-one, the Undercover tag embroidered onto it, the Double Taps tag embroidered onto it, and then what looks like all the technical details about it, you know, like which collection, what material, yada yada yada. Yeah, it's awesome. It looks very, very wide. Like look at the shoulder width here, which is quite large. It's drop shouldered with the arm stitching as well, but then it fans out to this huge width. It would fit very, very nicely. I feel like it'd be very nice. Love this in an extra large. I'm not usually a long sleeve guy. Maybe I'm just an undercover hype beast. I see Undercover, I'm like, I like long sleeves now. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is very simple though. Like I could just rock it. So maybe it's just that. Oh, okay, if I had to choose, if you had to make me go like, oh, do you want the long sleeve or the short sleeve? I'm definitely going the short sleeve. Yeah, definitely the short sleeve. Yeah, look how wide those arms are. Crazy. Huge width there, which I love. I love that oversized t-shirt look. I love just wearing t-shirts by themselves. If I want something fitted as the base layer for an undergarment, I normally go like, you know, turtlenecks or something like that. I like having these huge oversized tees as just like their own piece that I'll wear in spring and summer. So yeah, something like this is perfect for me. It's got the undercover tag stitched on its side down here, double taps logo, 1-on-1, and it kind of looks like it folds and is sewn inwards into the piece. And then the technical details underneath it. Nothing too crazy. Nice silhouette though. I like how wide it looks and how wide the sleeves are and how long they are as well. Looks like something that would go down to about here, down to my elbow. I'm a fan. I like that T look. That T look is really, really nice. Yeah, no complaints. And we'll move into the last piece. Oh, can't go wrong. Some bucket hats. We've got a black bucket hat or a brown bucket hat, and on the back of it, you have Undercover Double Taps 2022 collection 1-on-1 embroidered on the back of it there, and a double taps, and what I'm going to assume is an undercover logo underneath. So it has double taps on the top, but I feel like if you flick the logo up, it's going to have undercover underneath. No confirmation of that, but I just feel with, you know, the co-branding and everything like that, that's got to be the case, right? It looks like we have, there's got to be the same tag. Yeah, it's got to be the same tag. I was going to speculate more tags, but they look to be the same. And it'll probably have co-branded tags on the inside of the hat as well. But a simple little bucket hat, coming in some nice colors. You can't complain about that. So, yeah, looking at this, guys, Collection 2 looks to be a lot smaller than Collection 1, or Capsule 1, I should say. But that's okay, you know, there's no need for it to be super large. You know, if they just keep doing like regular little drops of these type of pieces, I don't think anyone's going to complain about it. Yeah, it's fun, it's easy. You could literally rock all of this like together. You could go the shirt and then wear the button up over the top of it and then wear the bucket hat. So you could go brown bucket hat, the black shirt, and then the brown overshirt. All you need is some pants now, but you got a simple little outfit right there. A fully sponsored undercover double taps little outfit there. I mean, not that I would wear all those pieces that way, but you know, it's not impossible. You could definitely wear it that way. But yeah, it all kind of works together. It works well with the first capsule as well. Like you could wear that white button up with the blazers from the first capsule. It works very, very well together. So I got to give him a hat off for that. It's very well thought out. Yeah. Praise from me. I like it. I want it. It's probably all sold out if I go to the undercover store right now. But you know, hey, I'm always scavenging, looking along those secondhand stores in Japan. So maybe I can find one eventually down the line. But yeah, it's simple. It's easy. I'm a fan. I would love to hear from you guys. How do you feel about this second drop of the double taps undercover pieces? Are you a little underwhelmed? Would you have liked more? Or are you, I don't know, do you feel this is exactly what you thought it would be? Were your expectations met? Or were they pushed beyond? I feel like nobody's going to say that their expectations were pushed. Like, there's no way that you're like, wow, this is way more than what I was expecting. But maybe you were, I don't know. But let me know how you feel about this collab down in that comment section below. Well guys, that's everything to be said about the second drop of Undercover and Double Taps ongoing collaboration, the 1-on-1, said it right, Capsule. Very keen to see what we get in the third part. The second part was fun, the first part was fun. I'd love to own it all, but it always sells out and I can never find it in my size. Wow, it sounds like normal Undercover, doesn't it? Hey, look. That's just the world, is it? That's just how Undercover rolls. But I would like to actually pick up some double taps in the future as well. I'll have to go hunting. I made a mine, Henry, he is really big into double taps and he's literally in Melbourne at the moment. And he sent me some photos of some double taps from Supply Store. So I need to get on double taps. Definitely. There are some pieces that I could rock and I would definitely wear from them. So I'll have to get on that, guys. But yeah, we've covered everything to do with this collab, my thoughts, the pieces, when it's releasing. I'd love to hear if you're going to be picking up anything from this collab, if any of it speaks to you or not. Let me know what you're going to be picking up from this second capsule down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming undercover releases, upcoming WTAPS releases, maybe you want me to cover upcoming WTAPS collabs, I don't know. If you want to see more content like this on the channel, make sure you give me the 3 indicators I'm always asking you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and of course, the best indicator of all, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned at the start of the video, we recently hit the subscriber milestone of 3,435 subscribers, and now we're aiming for 3,440. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, you tell a couple mates, they tell a couple mates, I think we can reach 3,440 before the end of the month. Well guys, that's everything I got to say about this collab. I wish you the best of luck if you are trying to pick up some of it. It's probably already sold out. I don't know. I'll have to check. It's probably already sold out. But yeah, it's a fun little collab. Nothing too spectacular, but some fun little pieces you could definitely pick up. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say about it. So until the next WTAPS video, until the next undercover video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.